taken your time to come to speak to our young people. I want to say, may God bless you so much. Let us appreciate all our facilitators today. Today, I was not to give any speech. I was coming to launch this program. And this is a program that is going to be, will work in all our universities in Kenya. We are trusting God that we are going to have the resources to do so, the commitment of the facilitators. You know, when we start in Nairobi, but we want to move to all universities in Kenya so that you can talk to our young people. Thank you, Pastor T, for that other perception you have given to us. And when I was coming, I was just thinking, so what will I say? Because we have the professionals, we have the facilitators, then we have the pastors. And here is me as a politician. And I was not coming to give a political speech. Unajua tumezoea politics. So, lakini pia, when our good doctor talked about mental health, nikaona hata pia sisi politician kuna pali tunaanguka kidogo. So before giving us, saa zingine mnaona we are not behaving so honorable the way we are supposed to. Kumbe ni mental health, So thank you so much, Pastor T, for that aspect. And we are going to launch this after Kenya. We are going to Uganda. We have Tukule, Asante Sana. They are already our partners in Uganda. And we have Patience Museveni, pastor, who is also a very big partner with us. And I know she'll be coming to Kenya. I know she's watching. Let us appreciate her wherever she is. And the students of Makerere University who are also watching us. We have students following from Nigeria, UK, South Africa. So they might not be here in person. And all, I want to appreciate, we are live on our Facebook pages. Everyone who is watching, thank you very much for following this. And this is just the beginning. Part of what is disturbing us, or the young people, and making us go through stress in life is one thing that Pastor T has talked about: fear. And I just want to talk about that fear, the fear of unknown. The fear, I want to start with the boys. You know, when you want to be a Shaka Zulu, because that's how we were brought up, and we were told you must be masculine, a boy cannot cry, you must provide. And I want to ask our sisters here, you guys are also in school together. When you go for lunch, it is okay also for a chick to buy lunch. It's not that the boys must buy lunch all the time. Ukweli, part of the stresses tuko nazo is because you have seen a nice girl and you cannot afford her. And so for our young girls also, because they want to drive the best car, they want to dress the best, so you also want to go and date a kambaba, an old man, so that you can have the look. And you don't want to be seen you are from the village or you are poor. Let me tell you, some of us where we started from, we never knew we'll get to Nairobi. I am born in that village. You'll watch my video after. I am in the first generation of our parents to go to school. In my family, I think we are 2 or 3 of us, now 4, who have degrees. I'm a last born in a family of 9. I went to school in Muranga from primary and secondary, and I came to Nairobi when I came to the university. And by the time I was in my first year university, Kameme FM started. I went and looked for a job. I was not a trained journalist. The only thing I knew best was speaking good Kikuyu, because I was also brought up by my grandmother. So I took advantage of my Kikuyu, went asked for a job, and I was asked whether I will know how to manage the equipment. I had never seen the equipment in a studio. It took me one Saturday morning, one day I'll give you my whole story, to learn, to be trained by one Eric Latif. I think you normally see him, he's still in the media. He's the one who trained me. And on a Monday, I was called for an interview, and I passed, through God's grace. The reason why, I was given a challenge, I accepted it, I didn't accept to fear that I don't know, I've not been trained, whatever it was. And then another challenge came. I got a job, a full-time job, and I was a student in Nairobi University. By the way, I'm still a student in Nairobi University even now. I did my first degree in education. I did my master's in communication. I did a second master's, and now I am almost completing my PhD though I have an honorary PhD. So I'm going to be a doctor very soon. I'm a mother of 3. And one of my daughter is here. She was coming from school. So I told her instead of going home to pass by here, because I know whatever we are also talking is important for her. And then somebody mentioned when I came in, sometimes it becomes very hard for parents to speak to their children about issues about life. Because sometimes you say, my mother or my father is very strict. And maybe also the children will not really open up. So thank you, the facilitators, Pastor T, the other pastor, and all the panelists here, Dama. Being young, going there, getting money, and going back to school to get education. It is very important. Let us appreciate Dama. So when you're in school, I said the fear. So I was supposed to go to school from 8 to 5. And then I was given a full-time job. So I had an option of dropping out of school and pursuing money. I went and approached my boss, who was the owner of the company called Rose. She's Rose Kimotho. She was the owner of Kameme FM. And I requested whether I can be given a night shift so that I can go to school from 8 to 5. And then I go to the studio from 9 to 1 a.m. And for 4 years, I was able to pay my school fees and go to school, and I completed my school, and I also excelled in work. By the time I finished, I was made the marketing manager for Kameme FM, as well as a broadcaster. Mine has been a journey. From being a house girl, a matatu driver, okay, a broadcaster, a manager of 18 radio stations, being a marketing manager, being a business development manager, and then of Allspace Africa, and then going to politics. By the time somebody came and told me that they want me to vie in my constituency, Kigumo, I told them, you are mad. I was in the media, I had never visited Parliament. I hosted a few politicians here and there. 2007, it was a trying moment for all of us in Kenya. I helped our IDPs, and I worked closely with the members of Parliament, but I never thought that I would become a politician. And so when the women and men came to my office and told me, you want to be a MP, I said, no, I can never be a politician. I can never be. And so they told me, no, we need you to come, we need to come and touch. I had already started my foundation, so I was doing a few things here and there, supporting children going to school, and not because I had money. I used my networks, the people I knew, if I found a child, and that's what I even do today, who is very needy. I'll approach one of my friends and I say, I have this case and this case, write a check to school. And so even here today, if there's somebody who is very, very, very needy with education, just 1 or 2 people, approach me, approach Anita. We can see how we can look for connections and assist you. So, yeah, I told them I cannot. They told me, we want to give you time. Then when they insisted, it was that time when we had the new constitution. And so I went through the constitution. I saw, oh, we are going to have a governor. We didn't even know what was a governor to do. We had the senator, women rep. I looked, I said, okay, this women rep position is for a person in our entire county. And this one I can never get. So this is the one I'm going to tell them I'll take, so that they stop bothering me to go to a constituency, because I know I'll not make it. But then they started inviting me in meetings, and they could tell me, come and teach people about the constitution. And I explained, and then I could tell them that position of women rep, hiyo ndio nataka kusimama. And people would appreciate. I'm like, is it me?